Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr to throw on 2nd down, and it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd and short.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Carr now on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good. And that will get him one closer. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second a heavy rush, and down he goes. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He spins free, and now running right through it.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 43 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They pitch out to Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Jackson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Express. Low. 808.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Leopard! Leopard!
A give to Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun!
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 67 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
And got his man complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there. Carr to Cooper, 64 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check 88. Here we go. 6:37. 7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sua Cravens in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47th. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. On
1st down, they run with Howard. And He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first and goal, Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. They come out here in the eye.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Carr now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Carr now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw his Carr, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back now in the East Bay. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
24.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Now McManus for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Leopard!
They run with Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from 52, and this for the win. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.